Hey everybody, Ethen Ostroff here. Thanks so much for joining us again. I am a personal injury lawyer outside of the Philadelphia area, and my goal is to protect your future personal injury case. I never want you to go into a situation where you don't understand what to do if you are hurt and not at fault. It is the worst feeling and situation to go through something like that. Today, what we're going to talk about is what to do if you get hit while you're on a bicycle or a scooter. And how does the insurance company handle that situation? But before we get into that, hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you follow along, or we're going to make sure that your personal injury cases are protected. So hit that subscribe button, and then I promise you, your bike case will be protected. So you're riding on a bicycle. You are in the bicycle lane, and you get struck in a way that was definitely not your fault. The first thing that you need to do is report this incident to the police as quickly as possible. When you are on a bike, it doesn't really matter how hard you get hit. It is really difficult sometimes to come to terms with what just happened to you. You just got violently struck and you might have broken your arm, you might have broken your leg. If you have the ability, get your phone, call 911 immediately. You need to get somebody out to the scene to protect you. Sometimes on bike cases, there are hit and run situations. So your first instinct, it must be get that phone out, call the police immediately. You need somebody out there to get any emergency people there. If you got really hurt, that is most important. And if there are any witnesses in the area, you should look around to them and tell them to call 911. Even if you think you are not hurt, call the police. If you got clipped and you're, feeling a little bit shook up, maybe you didn't get totally spanked out there, just call the police. Get a objective documentation as to what happened. That's most important. They will get emergency people out there if it's necessary. They will get anybody out there that is needed. The police will handle. That's step one, most important. Second, get the other driver's insurance company if you are able. Sometimes in these kinds of situations, people just kind of book it. If you have the ability, snap a picture of that other driver's license plate. If you are too banged up to do that, then really the only priority you should be thinking about is calling the police, okay? Now, what I think is important with these kinds of incidents is to think about things as if right when it happened and then after it happens. So right when it happens, you call 911, you make sure you're okay, and you get any information about this other driver. If they're a good person, they'll pull over, they'll check to see if you're okay, ask for their license, ask for their insurance, take a picture of their license plate, take a picture of their car, take a picture of any damage that you see, take pictures of your bike, take pictures of your scooter. And those things could become the most important evidence in your case. Once you have done all those things, if you are able to do all those things, do those things. If you're not able to do those things, let the police handle those things because they will take pictures. They'll document what happened. So really, first, most important, just take care of yourself, and calling the police will do that. Afterwards, the way that these cases work, it's two parts. Part one is the other driver's insurance company. They will pay you for your pain and suffering compensation. Depending on the state, they may pay. If it's a no-fault state, they will not pay for your medical bills. If it's a fault state, they might pay for your medical bills. And we go into that in another video that we can send you the link to, which will be right down below in the bio, where we talk about fault states versus no-fault states. But not only is the other driver's insurance company involved, but your own auto insurance also will be involved. So let's say that you got struck by this driver and they had either no or really a small amount of liability protection insurance. So for example, let's say that they hit you, you break your arm, you break your leg. That's a serious personal injury case. Maybe a serious above 6 figures personal injury case. If there's not enough insurance to compensate you from that other driver's insurance company, let's say they only had $15,000 available on their insurance policy. In that case, what you would do is you would actually have to sue not only the other driver's insurance company, but you might even be able to sue your own auto insurance policy. You may have something on your insurance called underinsured motorist coverage. That applies in a lot of states on bike accidents. So you can actually tap in to not only the other driver's insurance, but your own auto insurance. So you gotta make sure that you're getting treatment that you deserve and that you document what is going on with you, because you may actually be able to be compensated from multiple insurance companies for your incident. So if you ever do get in a bike accident, take care of yourself immediately, take care of yourself in the long term, because you not only can get insurance compensation from your own insurance company, you might be able to get insurance compensation from your own auto insurance. So when you get hit in a bike accident, these kind of cases can really be devastating because you don't have the same kind of protection you do if you were in a car. So when you do get in one of these crashes, it's so important to talk to an injury lawyer to make sure you're going about the steps the right way. Because if you don't, you not only could really hurt your treatment and getting better, but you could be stuck with medical bills and you could be stuck with an injury that you don't know how to find the right specialist for, and you don't know the best way to treat so that you get what you need in terms of treatment, most important, to make sure you feel better, and in terms of compensation so you're not stuck with these bills. So I hope that you never get hit on a bicycle, because that is some of the worst cases that I see. But if you do, I'm happy to be there for you and walk you through the situation, make sure that you understand how to protect your case, and make sure that you understand how to go about getting the right treatment. Click below for a free case evaluation and hit that subscribe button. Thank you for joining us again today, where we talked about bike accidents. If you ever have any questions, please reach out.